Good.
Smile.
Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing?
Sexy American Eagle. Oh,
Hey, Bill Anderson, you're chasing the story about catcalls. Complimentary or creepy? What do you got?
It started off as a story about catcalls and a woman walking down the streets of Brooklyn, but now after over 15 million people in 3 days have seen the video of a young woman walking down the street being stopped over 100 times, we've now decided to take a look into what it actually means, the response, and what have you.
Hey, look at that. It's $5,000.
So I went to Brooklyn. I spoke to the people from HollaBack Brooklyn. They're actually the nonprofit that is fighting against what they call street harassment.
I know this stuff happens all day long. I'm a woman and I walk through New York City streets too, but watching that video just makes my stomach turn.
So I went on the streets of Brooklyn to walk around and ask some of the people what they thought. First young man I spoke to acknowledged that it was wrong, but said that he still does it.
I got cursed out a few times, but I came off very respectful.
And after that, it was pretty much young women that I spoke to, all of them saying it was wrong, and even going so far as saying it can get scary.
The constant, hi, hello, let's talk, to the even more kind of insidious, like, why aren't you talking to me? I'm gonna hurt you.
What's the matter? You can't say what's up? I'm a human being.
The continued backlash that we're looking into has gotten so bad that apparently the young actress Shoshana Roberts is receiving threats on the YouTube page. People have called HollaBack and threatened her. People have threatened to rape her for some reason.
I saw that video. I thought it was incredibly creepy and a little disconcerting. The guy that followed her for 4 minutes, like that was where it crossed the line.
My response initially was very similar to yours. I thought that most of it was just people talking to this young lady until I started talking to young women, and they said, ultimately, we don't understand how scary that can be.
I can tell you that if somebody just says, oh, like, I like your dress, that's one thing. They say, I like your dress, and then you turn back and they're following you, that's a totally different thing. And you know when somebody is being inappropriate. So it's one of those things where, yeah, it can get very uncomfortable because they might follow you.
Bill, did you get a chance to look at the male version?
Hey, powerful. Hey, do you want a job? Can I give you a job?
Hey, man, nice time. Want a network? You want to network with me?
I saw the male version. I thought that that one will probably generate some laughs, probably generate some discussion. But interestingly enough, some of the people from the original one seem disturbed by it because they think it's making light of what is a very serious issue.
Well, I mean, I think the seriousness goes to people who are making threats. I would discount that it's serious that people shout out stupid things on the street when a woman walks by. Actually, women seem divided on it. Like on one hand, you know, you dress for the attention. I mean, there's a way to solve this. You could put on like a house coat and leave your hair in curlers and don't put any makeup on. You could certainly dress and act in a certain way that
dressing
doesn't
for
draw
the attention is your perception. A lot of women dress beautifully because they want to look that way. It's not necessarily for the attention.
I'm not defending the guys.
But to Bill's point, I'm not getting many catcalls lately. I think my baby bump is putting people off, but you know, it's happened, and I usually just say thank you because it is flattering. It depends who is doing the whistling. If the guy happens to be hot, a compliment. If not, it's harassment.
The clock there you go, of course.
To Sabil's point, most of the women I talked to said that they should get to define what is wanted or unwanted attention.
Oh,